everybody. Let's get started in our chairs. Coming to sit slightly forward in your chair so your feet can be flat on the floor. Let your hands rest into your lap, your shoulders on your back, sitting up nice and tall. As we come together here in class, let's join in one big full breath, taking an inhale and letting a big exhale out. Do that again. Big breath in, big breath out. One more exaggerated breath like this. Inhaling and then let it all go. Good. Closing your mouth now and starting to breathe through your nose. Now, if you feel it all congested through your nose or short of breath as you breathe through your nose, you're welcome to breathe through your mouth as you need. Otherwise, starting to breathe in and out through the nose. If it's comfortable for you, you might take a few moments here to close your eyes. If closing the eyes isn't comfortable, you can keep your eyes open. That's okay. Just see if you can soften your eyes a little bit. Recognizing that you did whatever you needed to do to get here to practice today. It is done. You are here. You can take this moment now to just fully arrive, to let go of all the things that you did before you got here. Even let go of all the things maybe you didn't get done before you got here. Try to let go too of all the things you might want to do after you're done your practice. And start to fully and completely bring yourself here into this moment right now. Beginning to feel your breath as it moves in and out of your body. Notice if you're feeling kind of any tension or gripping around your breath at all. See if you can soften your body a little bit. Let the breath have full freedom to move. Just as you soften around your breath, see if you can also relax your face, relax your jaw, relax your throat, and start to feel a sense of ease and gentleness wash over you. Recognizing that there's no rush here, there's no urgency, that we're going to move, breathe, and experience the practice at your own tempo, your own rate. Now, I do cue the breath a lot, but of course, I'm always cueing to what is your natural breath. So when I say inhale, it's when your natural inhale occurs. And when I say exhale, it's only whenever your natural exhale occurs. Good. Take a moment, maybe lick your lips, move your tongue around a little bit in your mouth. Start to build up a little saliva in your mouth. And then gently swallow. Tracking the feeling of your swallow all the way down, as deep down as you can go. So maybe it's the upper belly, the lower belly. You might even feel that release of the swallow right into the pelvic floor. So wherever you kind of felt the bottom of that swallow, bring your hand there. So again, it might be the upper belly, it might be your belly button, it might be your lower belly. Kind of rest the hand near and around that place where you felt like that swallow kind of ended. And then start to feel your belly, or wherever your hand is resting, start to feel that space move as you breathe. And then if it's available to you, you'll take your other hand and bring it around to your back. So it's going to rest right behind the hand that's in the front. So it might be at the upper mid back area, the lower back, or right kind of at the back of the sacrum or back of the hips, anywhere along there where you feel like your hand is aligning, the back hand is aligning with the front hand. Now, sometimes bringing that arm around the back is not available for the shoulder, and that's fine. Simply bring the hand around in front instead, and you'll stack your hands. So either wrapping the hand behind or resting it in front. So if you don't quite have your hand around behind, it's okay, but you will need to use a little creative thinking here to start to send the breath deliberately into the space in the back of your body, wherever your hand would be resting. So just like you felt your breath moving here in the front of the body, I want you to start to feel the breath moving in the back of your body. And start to feel how the body is expanding and softening with each breath. Breathing in the front side of the body is a very energizing way to breathe. Breathing into the back side of the body is a very relaxing way to breathe, calming way to breathe. So, what we're doing here is actually bringing both sensations in at once. So, as you're continuing to breathe here, see if you can feel the expansion of the inhale both in the front and the back of your body, and the releasing and contracting of the exhale both in the front and the back of your body. So if you're finding it a little challenging this morning to experience the breath in the back, that's usually kind of the more challenging space, then just stay here for a little bit longer until you start to sense and feel the breath moving in the back of your body. When you do feel that experience of breathing both in the front and the back, we'll let the arms go and let them rest at your side. So now the arms are just hanging down at your side. But even with the arms now free, resting at your sides, you can still feel a very subtle sensation of your breath right there in the front and the back of your body. We're going to maintain that breath now throughout practice. That is your breath for practice. On your next inhale, let's take both shoulders up to the ears, slide them back, let them roll down and come forward. Again, moving with your breath, inhaling the shoulders up and back, gently exhaling down and forward. So still sustaining that front and back side breath, but now adding a little motion in the body as you breathe. Good. Let's switch directions now. So as you inhale, your shoulders will go back and up. And as you exhale, you'll scoop them forward and slide them down. Take the shoulders back and up, scoop them forward, slide them down. Good. Very good. This time, as you inhale, take both shoulders up, let them draw back, and then just release those shoulders. See where they settle. So you're not actively trying to pull them down your back. You're just going to let them rest wherever they comfortably rest. With your next inhale, you'll sweep both arms forward and up just as high as is comfortable. Then, as you exhale, you'll let the arms come down. Again, moving your arms only to where it feels okay for you. Inhaling, letting the arms come forward and up, and then exhaling, taking them down and to your sides. Good. Inhaling, arms up. Beautiful. Exhaling, arms down. Nice. One more time. Inhaling, arms up. And then exhaling. As the arms come down, your hands could come to your hips here, or you could take them behind you to the sides of the back of your chair. Slide your shoulders again towards the back of your body and let there be a little bend in your elbows. On your next inhale, you're going to lift your chest here, lift your chin, and take your gaze towards the ceiling. Pressing now down through your feet, feel the whole body wake up. Lots of effort and energy now in the body. and the breath is deep and full. We're going to hold here, letting the front of the body stretch open. So this is a back bend, and back bends, just like breathing in the front of the body, help to energize the body and the mind. Yeah, it gets the energy flowing through the brain and the body. Good. Let's keep the hands where they are. Now on your next exhale, let your chin drop, let your shoulders round forward, and begin to slowly round your back just to where it feels comfortable. A little hugging in of the belly, looking down towards your belly, rounding the back and breathing here. So with a bit of compression now in the front of the body, you should be feeling the breath a little bit more deeply in the back of your body. Just like we were opening through the front now, we're opening through the back. Good. We're going to keep the hands where they are and oscillate now back and forth. Inhale, lift the chest up, lift the chin up, look up, and then exhale and round. Again, you're moving through the motions in a way that feels good for you. Inhale, lifting, arcing the back. Exhale, rounding, curling in. So if there's any concern along the spine, you might want to take smaller motions here, not maybe oscillating the spine quite as big forward and back, but a little bit of motion here is good. Any motion is lotion, right? Helps us move more. Good. Let's do 3 more breaths like this. One more. Very nice. Coming back to sitting up tall, hands are still at the back of the chair on your hips. Shoulders are still slid to the back of your body. Keep your right hand where it is. Release that left arm. Sweep the left arm across towards the right thigh and gently twist towards your right, taking deep whole body breaths here. Nice. On your next inhale, you're going to unwind your upper body. Take that left hand again onto your hip or behind you. Take the right hand now around in front to the left thigh. Gently twist towards your left. Gentle twist, full breaths here. Good. You're going to keep your right hand where it is. Unwind your upper body. Take the right hand to the left knee. Take your left hand across over top of the right hand. So you're crossing your arms and you have your left hand on your right knee and your right hand on your left knee. Good. You could do the Charleston if you wanted, but that's for cheer dance. We'll just hold here and you're going to inhale, wrap the shoulders back, lift the chest again, little stretch in the back, then exhale and round. And you'll feel it's a little bit of a deeper sensation. Inhale, lift the chest up, look up. Exhale and round. We'll just do one more here. Inhale, lift the gaze, look up. Exhale, curl in. Beautiful. Come through center now. You're going to release the hands, but keep the arms crossed as you lift your arms up about level with your shoulders. So you should have your left arm here over top of your right arm. Your thumbs are pointing out to the sides. You're going to turn your thumbs down to the ground so your palms are facing each other. Good. Interlace your hands there. Now take those interlaced hands and bring them towards your belly button. To do that, you will need to bend your elbows. So your hands are here at your belly button. The arms are kind of still crossed and your fingers are interlaced. We're going to slide the interlaced hands up the chest. So from the belly button up past the chest, then your elbows will drop down as you flip the hands over towards your chin. That is where the deep flexibility will be required. So if that feels a bit too much for you, you could stay at that chest center, just working to drop the shoulders, dropping the elbows. Good. Then we undo it. So from the chin, we're going to slide the hands down to the belly and take the arms out in front. Nice. Then bring the hands back in towards the belly and up, letting the elbows drop. Then slide the hands down and out. Good, let's do one more. In and up. So good to do for the wrists, the fingers, the elbows, the shoulders, not to mention our coordination. Really good. Take the hands back down and out. Free the hands up and let the arms rest at your sides. Very good. Now your left hand's going to come across to your right knee. Right hand's going to wrap over top to take a hold of the left knee. So now your right arm is over top of your left arm. Holding onto your knees. Inhale, shoulders wide, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Big exhale, round in. Inhale, breathe into the front of your body, lift the chin. Exhale through the back of your body. Nice. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Really nice. This time, as you lift your chest, lift your hands, keeping the arms crossed. So we're just lifting the arms up about level with the shoulders. Your right arm is crossed over top of your left arm, and your thumbs are pointing out to the sides of the room. Good. Now turn your thumbs down. So now your palms are facing each other and you're interlacing your fingers. Now, trust me, I know this alone could be asking a lot from the shoulders, wrists, elbows, and fingers. So you could stay here working at this. If this feels okay, you're going to take those interlaced hands now and bring them to the belly button, requiring your elbows to bend. Sliding those interlaced hands up the chest towards the chin, flipping the hands over so the knuckles are resting at the base of your chin and your elbows are dropped down. Good. Then we're going to take those hands down towards the belly button and out. Bringing them in and up and then down and out. Very good. One more time, bringing them in and up and then down and out. Beautiful. Uncross the arms, let them drop to your sides. Whew, whew. Give the arms a good shake. Nice. Letting the arms hang at your sides. Let's move our way down into the legs, into the feet. So we'll start with the right leg. Send that right leg forward, heel on the floor, and give a little point and a flex to the right foot. Just waking up the right leg. And your right leg is here as straight as you can comfortably bring it. Notice though, as we start to get into the legs, have you kind of forgotten about your spine and your posture? Try to recommit to sit nice and tall. Keep that spine long. That's going to help keep your energy moving. Good. Let's try drawing some circles with the right foot. Good. Then let's try drawing circles the other way. Nice. Then flexing that right foot back, hands on your thighs, moving with your breath now. We're going to flow here. As you exhale, slide your hands down your legs. Your left elbow might rest on your left thigh as your right hand continues to travel down the right leg towards the right toes. Take a breath here. Then on your next inhale, slide the hands back up the legs and come back up to seated. Again, you're only going as far as is comfortable for you. As you exhale, let's slide down, going to your very edgy point here, what's good for you, and then you're going to take a round of breath, and then you're going to make your way back up. Yep, let's do it one more time. Coming on down, reaching for those right toes, coming back up. Very good. Place your right foot on the floor. Let's take the left leg out just to warm the legs up here. We're going to point and flex the left foot. Get a little action, not just in the ankle, but this is waking up the muscles of the whole leg. Remember your posture, sitting tall, shoulders on the back. Good. Then let's try rotating the left foot, drawing some circles through the ankle. Nice. Let's try drawing circles the other way. Okay, flexing that left foot back now, making the left leg nice and strong. I want you to remember your breath in the front and the back of the body. So as you breathe out, holding forward, taking the hands down the legs, that right elbow might rest on the right thigh as your left hand continues to travel towards the toes. Take a breath here. Then inhale and make your way back up, nice and slow. Good. As you exhale, coming on down, reaching for those left toes. Inhale, coming back up. We got one more in us. We can do this. Exhale, coming on down. Slowly, slowly coming down. Nice. And then making your way back up. Very good. Let's take the left foot, place the left foot on the floor. And I'm going to give you a couple options here. You could walk your feet so they're directly side by side. So especially if you have any concerns for your hips or knees, this is a great option. If the hips and knees are feeling okay, you're going to take that right foot and cross it over top of the left foot, but both feet here are still resting on the floor. The third option, and it is totally up to you, is to take the right leg and wrap it over top of the left leg. So you're sitting cross-legged. If you are cross-legged, I really want you to squeeze your thighs together so you feel lots of strength in the legs. Beautiful. Then wherever you are, take that left hand to the right thigh, take your right hand around towards the back of your chair, and let's take a big breath in here. As you exhale, gently twist over towards your right. We're going to take a little bit of a deeper twist here. So inhale. Once again, see if you can twist just a little deeper. We'll take one more breath here. Then unwind your upper body. Good. Keeping your legs as they are. So you might have right leg crossed over top of the left leg, right ankle crossed over top, or feet side by side. You're now going to fold over your legs. So as you fold, keep the legs squeezing together. Your arms might come down underneath the legs as you give yourself a little bear hug. We're going to take one more breath like this. Then slowly rise back up and uncross those legs. Take them a little bit further apart and span the knees in and out a few times. Whew. Good. This is such good work for our hips and our low back. So let's try again. Bring the feet side by side. That's option one. With the feet side by side, I want you squeezing those knees and those thighs together. Second option is to cross the left ankle now over the right ankle. So both feet are still on the floor, but you have your ankles crossed. If you had sort of if you can imagine if you had a skirt on, yes, Doug, you can imagine you have a skirt on, but if you imagine you have a skirt on, yeah, woohoo, and you want to keep, your legs, you're sort of just crossing your ankles there. The third option is to cross that left leg over the right. That's just an option. If it's not okay for you, take one of the other two options. If you have your left leg crossed over your right, you're squeezing those thighs together. Good. Then right hand comes to the left thigh. Left hand drapes around behind you as you inhale, sit tall, and exhale, twist. Two more breaths like this. Inhale, sit tall, exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, sit tall, exhale, twist. Beautiful. Inhale, come through center. Keep your legs as they are. And now gently fold, maybe wrapping your arms around your legs, breathing into the front and the back of your body. Big full breaths, breathing into the front and the back. Good job on your inhale. Rise slowly up, uncross those legs. Once again, let's walk them a little wider apart and fan the knees in and out a few times. Whew. Give those hips a little bit of relief. Nice. Then take your feet even wider if it's comfortable and turn the toes out now. Hands on the knees. Good. We're going to keep the hands on the knees as you start to slide your rib cage from side to side. Should feel pretty good. We've got the spine nice and warm now. Getting a little motion of that rib cage from right to left and left to right. Good. Then from here, just like you're moving your rib cage side to side, you're going to start to move your rib cage in a circle. The challenge here is to not take this into the hips. We're not circling down in the hips. It's right on up into the rib cage. Circles there. So you're ideally feeling the movement right up into your upper belly. Good. Let's try circling the other way. Same motion, same position, just in the opposite direction. Good. I find having the legs wide while we do this really helpful for stabilizing the hips. Good. Let's bring that rib cage back to center. Now we're going to drop that circle into the hips. So same motion, but now a little deeper down. The upper body, now it's the whole upper body circling over top of your hips. So again, you can take this one as deep as you like or as small as you like. Some circles here to feel the motion. It's like you're sort of rolling your hips on the chair. Really good. Let's go the other way. Roll those hips in the opposite direction. Really nice. Let's bring that torso now back into center, stacking your shoulders right on top of your hips. Hands again can stay onto the knees and see if you can get a little taller through your spine. All right, pressing down into both feet. You're welcome to stay upright here, rooting through the legs, lifting through the spine. There's lots of great work there. If you feel okay from the hips, you might start to slide your hands down your legs, folding forward. So your upper body's coming down between your legs. You might rest your elbows on your thighs, or your hands might come to your shins, ankles, or maybe the floor. I want you to try to maintain here as long a spine as you can, coming into your fold just to where it feels okay for you. If there's no concern for blood pressure here, you might allow your head to drop down below your heart. Otherwise, though, please keep your head above your heart. Whole body breaths, breathing into the front and the back at the same time. Good work. Wherever you are, I want you to bring one hand onto your right hand onto your right knee, left hand onto your left knee, and ease yourself slowly up. Beautiful. Walk those feet back in, this time bringing them to about hip distance apart, aligning your heels right below your knees. Let's take the arms forward and interlace the hands. Press the palms out, and your choice here to take the arms up overhead or keep those arms extended straight forward. Wherever you are, soften through your shoulders and think about lifting up through the rib cage instead of through the arms or shoulders. Nice. All right. If you have any concerns for your spine here, you're going to stay upright as you are. Otherwise, you might come to fold slightly forward. This is going to require a little bit of back strength. Good. Holding here. If you have any concerns for the knees, hips, or low back, you're going to stay like you are, pressing into your feet and breathing. If the knees, hips, and low back feel okay today, you might start to slide some weight off the chair, bringing the weight and work into your legs. Good. Hovering the hips from the chair. You're welcome to use your hands too to help yourself lift off a little bit. That is okay. Wherever your arms are, let's release them down to the sides. Good work. Inhale, take the arms straight out. Then as you breathe out, take the arms back. Inhale, take the arms forward. Exhale, take them back. Two more like this. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Again, inhale forward. Exhale back. This time, inhale, and let's all rise up. Come to sit or stand nice and tall. Maybe reach up, look up. Then exhale, release your arms. Whew. Good. Inhale, take the arms up. And then exhale, just let them go. Whew. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, let them go. Whew. Good. Shake the arms out. Give the legs a little shake. And let's do a little bit more to get that blood flowing in the body. So coming to a Tadasana, if you're standing, take your feet a little wider. If you're sitting, they can be more in line with your hips. Starting with your arms at the sides, we're going to do our 3-part inhale breath, and then take a really big exhale. I want you to remember, so you don't necessarily have to try really hard to make the breath do this, but just remember that you can breathe in the front and the back of your body at the same time. All right, let's start here. Exhaling, emptying the breath out. Then take an inhale as your arms come straight out in front. Take another inhale, take the arms wide. Take a third inhale and bring the arms up. Exhale, now let the arms drop. Inhale forward, inhale wide, inhale up, exhale drop. Inhale forward, inhale wide, inhale up, exhale, let it go. Let's keep going. Inhale, 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 exhale. Good. Inhale, 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 exhale. Forward, wide, up, let it go. Inhale, 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 exhale. A little faster. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Three more. In, let it go. Breathe in. Next breath. In again. Release last time. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Whew. Let it go. Swing those arms. Whew. Good work. Nice. Coming now to stand or sit in your Tadasana. So all that energy, we're going to hold it in the body. Feel the body aligned, sitting or standing tall and steady. Moving that breath. Really nice. If you're standing, take your chair all the way up to the top of your mat and bring the seat of the chair to face you. All right, come to stand to face the chair. Give about 6 inches between you and the front of the chair. If you're sitting, you're holding Tadasana here as we join you. And then let's together inhale the arms forward and up. As you exhale, softly fold down, hands to the knees or to the seat of the chair. Inhale, send your chest forward, look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, folding down, being mindful for blood pressure here. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift the gaze, look out. Exhale, folding down and in. Inhale one more time, lift the gaze, look out, and hold here. Now, if you're sitting, sit nice and tall again and take your arms straight out in front. If you're standing, your hands are on the seat of the chair, your spine is long and you're looking forward. From here, we're going to lift the right leg. If you're sitting, your right leg's going to lift straight out in front of you. If you're standing, your right leg's going to lift back behind you. Boom. Now, this is where I want you to find that breath that is in the front and the back of your body. If you're standing, you can keep your right hand on the chair. See if you could lighten the left hand from the chair. If you're sitting, take your left arm up overhead. Keep your right arm extended straight ahead. If you're standing, your left arm might extend out by your ear. Reach that left arm straight forward. Take one more breath here, hovering that right leg, lifting it high. Beautiful. Let the left hand come down. Step the right foot down beside the left foot. Lengthen your spine. So if you're sitting, both arms are straight out in front. Then let's all lift the left leg up. So those who are standing, the left leg extends out behind you. If you're sitting, the left leg extends forward. Breathing deep in the front and the back of your body. Then maybe lighten the right hand if you're standing, maybe extend it out in front. If you're sitting, reach that right arm up overhead, sitting tall, whole body, deep breaths, front and back. Nice. Let's release the right hand down, step that left foot down beside the right foot. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold deeply. So if you're sitting, let yourself fold over your legs. Good. Inhale again, get long through your spine. Those who are standing, walk your feet back away from the chair and start to make a nice long L shape with your body. You're going to hold onto the seat of the chair, stretching your hips back away from your hands. If you're sitting, feet are flat on the floor, interlace your fingers, press your palms forward, maybe take the arms up. Good. Those who are sitting, walk your feet again wide apart. Take that right leg and extend it out to the right, nice and straight. Then open your arms out to your sides. Those who are standing, from your downward facing dog, you're going to take your left foot forward towards the chair. Bend the left knee so it's right on top of the ankle, and then turn your right toes out towards the right. So your feet are actually kind of perpendicular to one another. Your left foot's pointing forward, your right foot's pointing out to the right. Good. Then from here, you might lift your right arm and extend it out behind you. If your balance feels steady here, your left hand might come up onto your left thigh, or you might take your torso right on top of your hips and then extend arms out over the feet, turning your gaze to look over that left hand. So if you're sitting or standing, the work is the same. The arms are extended, maybe. You might keep a hand on the chair if you like for balance, but the gaze is looking over the left side, pressing into your left foot, your right foot, breathing deep. Good. Then from here, your left hand could come onto your left thigh, or if you're standing, the left hand could come onto the chair. If you're sitting, you could bring your left elbow on your left thigh. Then let's take the right arm up towards the ceiling. If that feels okay for you, you might turn your palm to face forward, that right palm to face forward over kind of over your head, and then reach that right arm overhead. Good. From here, we're going to come back into our warrior two. So extend that right arm back out over the right leg. Inhale, rise back up as you bring the left arm over the left leg, or keep it on the chair if you like and look over your left hand. Good work. If you're standing, release your hands now onto the seat of the chair, pivot off your right heel, step your left foot back. Let's all return to downward facing dog. So if you're sitting, come back into your downward facing dog variation. Take 3 breaths here. Whole body, front and back, breathing. And then those who are standing, it's your right foot that's going to step up towards the chair. If you're sitting, your legs go wide once more. The left leg goes straight out towards the left. Arms open to the sides. Those who are standing, as your right foot steps forward, you're going to turn your left toes out to face the left. And then your left arm extends out over that left leg. Your right hand could stay on the chair, or you might bring it up onto your right thigh. Or if you're feeling steady, your right arm might extend forward. Warrior two. Big breaths here. Really move that energy. Try not to hold kind of gripping or tension with your breathing. All right, from here, your right hand could come to your right thigh. Or if you're standing, your right hand could come onto the chair. If you're sitting, you might place your right elbow on your right thigh. Then let's all take that left arm up to the sky. You can keep your left arm where it is. You might turn that palm to face overhead and start to reach that left arm overhead. Side angle, nice long stretch down the left side of the body, but really important here that we're breathing deep in the whole body. Take that left arm, extend it back out over that left leg, and slowly come back up to your warrior two. If you're standing, release your hands onto the seat of the chair. Let's turn the left toes forward, step back, and all return to downward facing dog. Good work. If you're standing, walk your feet up towards the chair, taking your hands onto the back of the chair, lifting up halfway, taking your time to slowly bring yourself all the way up to stand. If there's any lightheadedness or dizziness here, please have a seat in your chair. Move your breath. Okay, those of you who are comfortable coming to the floor, you can use your chair to help lower yourself down onto the ground. And you're going to come to sit sideways towards the chair. So you have one side of your body against the chair. Then you'll bring one leg up at a time onto your chair and lay your back down onto the ground. If you're sitting in the chair, I'm going to ask you to now slide all the way to the back of your chair. You might put a pillow behind your back. And if you happen to have maybe a second chair close by or a coffee table or something you could put your feet up onto, then you could grab that, put that in front of you, and place your feet up on that. If you don't happen to have anything close by like that, you might put a pillow under your feet or some blocks. Just make sure your feet aren't dangling. Then once you have yourself set up, bring your hands onto your belly, soften your elbows, your shoulders, and gently close your eyes. If you find having your eyes closed is uncomfortable for you, you're welcome to keep your eyes open. But let's come back to that full attention on the breath. So whether you're sitting in the chair or lying on the floor, there ideally is a little bit of support here behind your back. You can start to feel your breath as it's moving along the back of your body. Let's take 5 really deliberate breaths here to breathe almost exclusively in the back of your body. So each inhale, you feel your whole back expand. And each exhale, you feel your back soften, maybe even gently contract a little. And then gently release all that effort to your breath. Let your arms softly rest. Maybe if you're sitting in your lap, if you're on the floor, maybe they rest down at your sides. Close your eyes. Feel a sense of ease start to wash over you. And from here, we'll bend our knees. So we're going to bend the right knee and bring the right knee into the belly, taking a hold of the right thigh or the shin. Now, if you're sitting in the chair and you find lifting a leg just not comfortable for you, you're welcome to fold down over both your legs. We're giving the right leg a little squeeze, a little hug here towards the belly. You might even take that right leg just slightly out to the right, letting there be a bit more space now to hug it in. Good. Let's release that right leg and switch sides. Bring the left leg in, taking the hands around the left thigh or the shin, whatever's available to you there. And starting to actively hug the left knee in. Now, if you're again not comfortable lifting the leg, that's fine. If you're sitting in the chair, just fold over both legs. Good. Releasing that left leg now. If you're lying on the floor, bring both your knees into your belly. Take a hold of both thighs or both shins and give them a hug. If you're sitting in the chair, folding down over both legs, giving them a squeeze. If you're sitting in the chair, you'll slowly make your way up and then slide your legs off whatever support you may have given them and come forward to sit forward on your chair with your feet flat on the floor. If you're on your back on the ground, you're going to roll yourself over onto one side, whichever side makes sense for you to roll. Then you're going to slide yourself away from the chair and come to lay down onto your back. Take your time. Make sure that you're feeling like you got a bit of space around you. Those of you sitting in the chair, once again, you're slightly forward in your chair, feet flat on the floor, hands at your sides, sitting in Tadasana. Those on the floor, those are lying on their backs, are going to walk their feet in. So your knees are bent, your feet are walked nice and close in towards your hips. Go ahead, pressing down into your feet. Now, those on the floor, I'm going to encourage you to work with the back of your hands on the ground. So you have your pinky finger and your thumbs, the nails of your pinky finger and thumbs really pressing down onto the ground. Those in the chair, your hands could come to your hips. You could take your hands around to the back of your chair, rolling your shoulders back, lifting your chest up, coming into your variation here of a bridge pose. Those of you on the floor, you're going to press into your feet and maybe start to lift your hips away from the ground, keeping the back of the hands down as your hips lift. Now we're going to hold this bridge pose for a little while longer. So those in the chair, I'll give you a third option. If you want to take your arms behind you, interlace your fingers and send your hands towards the back of the chair. That might accentuate the stretch, but you're lifting your chest and gently arcing the spine back. Those on the floor, the work is in the feet, the arms, and the back of the head as your hips lift from the ground, holding and breathing here. Now, those on the floor, make sure your knees are not splaying out, but there's a little magnetic draw of the knees towards one another. Beautiful job. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. On your next exhale, gently release your pose. If you're on the floor, let your hips come down. If you're in the chair, bring your hands around towards your lap, sitting up tall. Nice. Those of you on the floor, you're going to take your feet about as wide as your mat and gently let both knees drop over towards your left, taking your arms out to the sides like the letter T and looking over towards your right. Those of you sitting in the chair, I'll invite you maybe to turn your whole body towards the right-hand side of your chair and take your hands around to the back of your chair for a twist, or come into a simple seated twist with your left hand to your right thigh and your right arm draped around behind you. Beautiful job, everybody. Let's slowly unwind just by bringing your head back into center. And if you're on the floor, legs back into center. Now, if you're sitting in the chair, you might pivot yourself all the way over to the left side. If you're on the floor, keep your feet wide and let your knees fall over to your right, gently turning your head to the left. Coming into your variation of a twist here, this is our final kind of active posture before we come into Savasana. So starting to release the grip or effort around the breath. Trying to feel the body descend to a place that might feel a little more quiet. Good job. Take your time, slowly, gently unwind yourself. Come back into your centered position. If you're lying on the floor, you can walk your feet closer together, bring your knees into your belly one more time, give both legs a good squeeze in, maybe rock a little bit from side to side. If you're in the chair, I'll invite you to fold back down over both legs again. Wrap your arms under your legs and give yourself a little hug. Or stay seated upright and just take a few easy breaths here. From here, we're going to come into our Savasana, our final resting posture. So if you're lying on the floor, your feet will come onto the ground and you can just rest here with your knees bent. Or if it feels okay for you, you might straighten your legs out along the ground, letting your feet flop open. Release your arms to your sides, slide your shoulders under your back, and then gently close your eyes. If you're sitting in the chair, you'll slide all the way to the back of the chair again, ensuring that your feet are not dangling, but that they have a bit of support. It can feel really nice if you're sitting in the chair to put a pillow or support on your thighs so that your arms can rest on top of that. And maybe a pillow behind your back if that would feel good. And then again, wherever you are, see if you can gently close your eyes, or at the very least, see if you can soften your eyes a little. Come now to feel your head become heavy, your shoulders release, and your whole body let go into the support that you've given it. In this moment now, there is nothing left for your body to do. There's no action to take. There is simply a surrender to this moment where you're in, lying or sitting here, being still, quiet, attentive. Deep relaxation in the body is something that we choose to do consciously. And that is what Savasana is all about. We're choosing to consciously rest the body and keep the mind attentive, aware, but at ease. No judgment, no desire to change things, but to simply witness what is as it is. Let's take a few moments here to be still and to be quiet, and I'll bring us back when it's time to close the practice. body to remain still and at rest. Gently guide your attention back if it maybe has wandered away. Sometimes our attention goes towards the places of our thoughts. Sometimes it goes towards more sleep. But wherever it kind of wandered off to, bring it back into your body, back to feeling your body lying or sitting here, back to feeling the movement and flow of your breath, back to that space where you're registering the present moment in all of its detail, free of judgment. Now, in this awareness that is centered here, you begin to move your body from a place of curiosity, a little bit of wonder, like what is it like? What is it truly like to move these fingers? What does it feel like to move these toes? The body you're in now is not the same body that you started your practice with. It is different. Can you discover this body now as it is? Kindness and compassion. If you're lying on the floor, you might gently bend your knees and slowly roll yourself over onto your right side, or rolling to your left if it feels better. You're coming to lay on your side for a few breaths. And then from here, if you're on the floor on your side, you'll start to make your way up to join us in a seated posture. So those of you who might be sitting in the chair, you can remove any props that you were using and come to sit forward in your chair once again with your feet flat on the floor. And those of you who are choosing to sit on the floor, you could sit with your legs crossed or straight out in front of you. Just ensure you're able here to sit up nice and tall. When the spine is long, it has lots of room for the energy to flow. When we sit kind of compressed or rounded, we kind of cut that energy off. So try to sit up nice and tall here. We'll fold hands together in front of the heart into Anjali Mudra, once again softening or closing the eyes. And to close our practice today, let's offer a sense of kindness to the world, lifting our hands up, bringing our thumbs towards the eyebrow center, reminding ourselves to think kind thoughts, bringing the thumbs down towards the lips and reminding ourselves to speak kind words. And bringing the thumbs down now to the center of the chest and reminding ourselves to feel and experience kindness. The change we wish to see in the world begins with each one of us. So to that we bring our love, our kindness. Thank you all so much for joining in the practice this morning. Namaste.